In this video, we'll talk about all the different generations of power coins ever featured in Power Rangers throughout more than 30 years of the franchise's history. The original power coins were forged by the sage Ninjor to be used as a source of power that connects a ranger to the morphing grid, allowing them to transform. Ninjor created 3 different sets: the dinosaur power coins, ninja power coins, and alien power coins. We'll start with the original ones, the dinosaur power coins, that drew their power from prehistoric animals. Zordon, who possessed 5 of these coins, gave them to 5 teenagers with attitude, creating our first team of Rangers, drawing their powers from the red Tyrannosaurus, black Mastodon, blue Triceratops, yellow saber-toothed tiger, and pink pterodactyl. There was actually a missing 6th coin, the green dragon, which was somehow in possession of the villainous Rita Repulsa, who used it to make her own Green Ranger. But then Tommy here broke free of Rita's spell, switched sides, and later became the White Ranger because those green powers got drained. The White Tiger coin here is the exception among the other Mighty Morphin-era power coins, as it was created by Zordon and Alpha instead of Ninjor. The power coins are typically kept within a Ranger's morpher, which are silver-colored, or gold if you're Tommy. They form the belt-buckle part of a Ranger's suit, except for Tommy's White Ranger form, where the morpher is not visible anywhere on his suit, although an image of the coin is represented as a large emblem on his chest. The coins also actually have other uses apart from morphing. They allow a Ranger to call upon their Zords, and could be turned into power crystals, which are then used like joysticks on the Megazord to project lightning blasts, and for other stuff like instant teleportation. In the 2017 movie adaptation of Power Rangers, the power coins looked different from the ones in the TV show, taking a more rough crystal rock-like appearance, with a color at the center which differentiates it from one another. When the Rangers morph, the coin can be found at the belt-buckle location, resembling a morpher, except for the green coin which was used by the evil Rita herself as a corrupted Green Ranger, with the coin being housed on her golden staff. Another difference is that these coins actually augment the physical capabilities of the Rangers, making them superhuman even when unmorphed. And what about the other sets of power coins? After having lost their powers for the first time, the Rangers sought Ninjor, who created a set of new ninja power coins for them, drawing on the power of 6 animal spirits: the White Falcon, Red Ape, Black Frog, Blue Wolf, Yellow Bear, and Pink Crane. Unlike the previous coins, these new ones drew their powers directly on the life force of each respective Ranger, and along with it came an additional special transformation known as the Ninja Ranger mode, giving our heroes access to multiple ninjutsu skills.
Power Rangers are back!
The 1995 movie adaptation gave a different origin for their ninja abilities. Referred to as ninjetti powers, the Rangers unlocked this form under the guidance of a warrior named Dulcilla, omitting the role of Ninjor altogether. Even their morphers were slightly different in that movie too, each taking on the color of its owner. The third set of coins were the alien power coins, used by the Rangers from the planet Aquitar, given to them by Ninjor over 1,000 years ago. They're marked with geometric shapes instead of animals, and can be used to summon their Zords, known as Battleborgs, to appear instantly out of thin air. And unlike the Rangers of Earth, the alien Rangers drew their powers directly from their coins without the use of a morpher. Following the end of the Mighty Morphin era, and with the destruction of the power coins, the show would introduce other sources of power for the later generations of Rangers to gain access to the morphing grid. However, over the years, each member of the Mighty Morphin team have made comebacks in their original Ranger forms, either due to the coins being restored through various means, or by the creation of duplicate proxy coins. The most interesting and unique case would be that of Tommy Oliver, who acquired the Master Morpher. This device enabled him to cycle between any of his previous 5 Ranger forms with the use of 5 different power coins. While we were already familiar with the Green Dragon and White Tiger coins, the 3 other coins were completely new, never-seen-before additions, as he previously used different devices and power sources to morph into his Red Zeo, Red Turbo, and Black Dino Thunder Ranger forms. Not power coins. This also opens up the theoretical possibility of the existence of other power coins of the same brand that were used by Tommy. For example, other Zeo power coins, other Turbo coins, and other Dino Thunder coins for the other Rangers, which is just an idea for now. And we haven't even finished mentioning all of Tommy's power coins. In an alternate timeline, Tommy never turned over to the good side and eventually became the evil Lord Drakkon by combining the powers of the Green Dragon and White Tiger power coins. This fusion resulted in the creation of the Black Dragon power coin. And by absorbing the powers of other Rangers, the appearance of the coin would keep changing alongside its owner. Drakkon would also use the other original Mighty Morphin power coins to create his own army of Ranger sentries, where many individuals share the powers of a single coin instead of just one person holding it. This dilutes the powers, making each one of these Ranger sentries weaker than a regular Ranger. And the pterodactyl coin would later be given back to a corrupted Kimberly, turning her into the Ranger Slayer. And much further into the series, Drakkon would assemble a new group of 6 Rangers using those original dinosaur power coins once again. Dubbed as the Drakkon Rangers, half of them were members of the original Mighty Morphin team. This alternate take on the Rangers lore that we just mentioned here was introduced through the publication of Boom Studios' series of Power Rangers comic books, which also featured 2 other unique power coins used by the comedic duo, Bulk and Skull. In a side story, the real Rangers were captured, so Zordon used these 2 as backups, with the creation of 2 backup power coins based on the prehistoric pig-like Entoledont and Terror Bird. So Bulk and Skull became actual Rangers, complete with their own Zords, the Baconodon and the Featherdactyl. This contrasts their story from the Hamilton Power Rangers comics published way back in the 1990s, where the 2 fools pretended to be Power Rangers and even created fake morphers and power coins, alongside their homemade Brontosaurus and Stegosaurus Ranger outfits. And moving back to Boom Studios, they even made this Power Rangers crossover with Godzilla, with the creation of kaiju power coins based on popular kaiju monsters that are usually featured in Japanese Toho films and America's Monsterverse. So we see the original Mighty Morphin team drawing their powers from Godzilla, Rodan, King Caesar, Anguirus, Borogan, and Mothra. Even the morphers were redesigned to have a spiky appearance, in line with the kaiju theme. There's also Power Rangers Prime, a series that takes place in a different universe, featuring alternate versions of already established characters. Here, Rita Repulsa used her connection to the morphing grid and ancient artifacts to create new power coins, imbuing them with her own dark magic to create the Prime Rangers. The coins here are rather large, and it might actually make more sense to call them power medallions instead. And then there's the Ranger Academy series, which introduced generic mass-produced power coins with a lightning bolt symbol. Students who enroll in the Ranger Academy would each receive one of them, and upon passing their first Morphin trial in their freshman year, the lightning bolt on the coin would change into a certain color, and eventually they would become Power Rangers should they be deemed worthy. And should we expand our reach to official Power Rangers games and toys, we'll find several other power coins that, although not canon, are worthy of mention. There have been several crossovers with Street Fighter, as seen in the Legacy Wars and Battle for the Grid video games, as well as in Hasbro's Lightning Collection toy line. Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and Cammy each received a power coin, the Crimson Hawk coin, Blazing Phoenix coin, Soaring Falcon coin, and Stinging Crane coin, respectively. There's also this board game, Heroes of the Grid, that showed Santa Claus having a reindeer power coin within a morpher decorated with mistletoe patterns. This made him a Red Ranger of sorts, complete with his own reindeer Zord. And just so you know, Santa Claus himself is canon to the live-action Power Rangers series, having appeared in multiple different seasons of the show since Mighty Morphin. Another Lightning Collection toy line crossover was made with Cobra Kai, featuring 4 different characters from the Karate Kid universe as Power Rangers. Although no power coins can be seen, we can assume they do exist, since these Ranger forms are modeled after Mighty Morphin's Ninja Ranger mode, with their chest emblems being image representations of what their coins look like.